Okay, hello everybody. Hello Todd and Mary. Happy Labor Day. What is up everyone? Redstone Pro here. We are live in Union Square. This is Union Square, 14th Street. Union Square and Union Square Park. Thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. I had to change the location of today's stream because it is getting a bit late. The original plan was to go out to Coney Island, Brooklyn, but because I had a busy day at work, you know, I just got out not too long ago, so I decided to just start the stream here in Manhattan instead. And hello to Christian. How's my favorite streamer? I am a bit tired, Christian. I'm a bit tired, but here we are. We are live nevertheless. Happy Labor Day to everybody here in the United States as well as in Canada. Happy Labor Day. This is the last unofficial day of summer. This is the unofficial end to the summer season. And hello everybody. Okay, so today is Monday, September 1st, 2025. The time now is 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time. The temperature is 74 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 23 degrees Celsius. And as you guys can see, it is a beautiful, beautiful clear blue sky here. Evening blue, clear sky. Happy Lobster from all of us, Monster Jam. All right, so we are here in Union Square. This is where we're starting tonight's stream. Apologies for not being able to go to Coney Island tonight since it is running a bit late. So I am instead live streaming from here in Manhattan once again. Although I might go to Coney Island in the week, so sometime during the week. And hello to my sister. What's up, Esita? Okay, so here we are in Union Square. Even though we didn't go to Coney Island today, we'll probably go to Coney Island sometime in the week. So since it is running late right now to be heading out there. All right, so here we are. This is 14th Street and Union Square. This is where we'll be starting the stream tonight.
Although it's all the same that my
Okay, so we're just gonna cross the street over here and we'll just be walking down this way towards Broadway. And hopefully, I hope everyone has been having a wonderful Labor Day weekend as we close out the summer season. Okay, so change of plan, of course, today. Originally, we were supposed to go to Coney Island, but because of the time right now, it is a bit too late to be heading over there. So instead, I'll be here in Manhattan. And we'll just be walking around here in Manhattan for the rest of the night. Okay, so here we are. This is Broadway. We're just walking south along Broadway. We just passed 14th Street. And we're just going to walk around here. Nothing really in particular.
Well, it depends.
Happy Labor Day from me and El Togo Loco, the Crazy Bull. Happy Labor Day to all of the laborers, all of the workers who help make this country run. Okay, so we're just walking here along Broadway. Nothing really in particular going on today. We did have the West Indian Parade and Carnival earlier in Brooklyn, out in Crown Heights. That was the big event of the day. And hello to Ted. Happy Labor Day, Ted. So that was the big event today here in New York City, the West Indian Parade and Carnival out in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, right along Eastern Parkway. Hey, what's up to Andrew? My boy Andrew. We are live, Andrew. We just passed 14th Street. Okay, let me put the graphic up here. There it is. Okay, so even though we didn't go to Coney Island today or tonight, well, I'll probably be heading out there during the week, right before the amusement parks close. I believe the last day there for the parks, the amusement parks, is on Thursday, so probably we'll be heading out there before Thursday. I'll let you guys know for sure. I was gonna head out there, but since I stood a little bit extra over at work, I was not able to make it down there, you know, considering the time. It would take another hour or so to get over there to Brooklyn. Okay, so we have another beautiful evening here in the New York City area. Beautiful weather to start the month of September. And happy Labor Day, everyone, here in the United States as well as in Canada. Happy Labor Day in Canada as well. Labor Day always falls on the first Monday of September, which this year happened to be on the first day of September.
And it was McGrouder. Oh my God.
We have this Halloween store. Halloween is just around the corner. It's a beautiful day. Hello to my other sister in the chat. Hello, Faluka. Happy Labor Day. All right, we got both of my sisters watching the live stream tonight. Okay, so even though I did not go to Coney Island tonight, I'll probably be live streaming there sometime in the week right before they close the Luna Park. I believe the last day for Luna Park is on Thursday. So I might try to do a live stream before they close for the season, for the year actually. Okay, so for tonight we're just gonna be walking around here in Manhattan. Nothing really in particular. Just check out what's going on around here. We should go to Coney Island together. I might go this week. I do have, what day do I have free? I think it's on Thursday. I have free on Thursday. That's my free day, so maybe we can go. If we do go, I could definitely live stream on Thursday. Let me see my schedule here. I think I'm free on Thursday. Yeah, that is my free day. I'm just checking the app here. So that is the day that I'm free is on Thursday. So if I do go to Coney Island, that will be on Thursday, since I was not able to make it here tonight, or make it over there tonight. So Thursday is the last day of the amusement parks there. You know, Luna Park and what is it? The Wonder Wheel. That is the last day. They'll be closing on Thursday. Payday's on Thursday. Okay, well that's good. That's good. My payday's on Wednesday, so I should be good for that if I do go. Okay, so we did have the West Indian Carnival and Parade over in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. That was the big event of the day out in Crown Heights, right along Eastern Parkway. That was the big event. 1 million or so spectators over at that parade. I was not able to cover that since that started out early in the morning. And I did have to work today, so I was not able to cover that event. Anytime I have a chance to cover that event, I have to show up to work on Labor Day. I definitely would like to cover the carnival, hopefully next year. Let's see. It all depends on my schedule. And the Juve Festival, that was early in the morning as well. That was prior to the parade, which started at 12 o'clock local time here. It is beautiful. Look how beautiful the weather is. The sky is all beautiful and clear and blue. Not a single cloud in sight. Okay, so we're just gonna turn here. This is Astor Place over here, so we're just gonna walk down this way. And thank you to those who joined me. When was it? On Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. That was a great stream over in Times Square with the disco dancing and the music. That was great. So thank you all for those of you who were live with me on Saturday night. That was a great stream. Lots of fun over in Times Square. It was definitely busy. Yeah, it was definitely busy. And we do have New York City public school kids. They'll be heading back to school on Thursday. That'll be their first day. Thursday is the first day of school for public school students. 1 million or so students are going back to school on Thursday. All right, we got the Wegmans here. This is the Wegmans here in Manhattan. You guys have seen this store before. I did walk inside. I was about, what, 2 months ago, I think it was. And hello to my mom. We got the family in the chat right now. We got the whole family in the chat. Hello. Happy Labor Day. We are here. This is right by Astor Place in Peter Cooper Village. Or Peter Cooper Square, I should say. This is the famous cube here in the middle of Cooper Square. Let me see if I can push it. This thing does weigh, it is pretty heavy. Let me see if I can push it with one hand. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm just pushing it with one hand. Not sure if you guys can see it, but I did push that with one hand since I'm holding my gimbal in the other hand. And hello to Mosine. Hello, Mosine. Yeah, you definitely, you can see we got 3 guys trying to push that cube there. I was able to do it with one hand, even though it was pretty slow. That thing does weigh a few tons. Look at that. I was able to push that with one hand. Happy Labor Day, Mostin, whether you are in the US or not. And happy Labor Day to those of you in Canada. Okay, so Labor Day became a federal holiday. This is a federal holiday today. It became a federal holiday in 1894. It recognizes the American labor movement and the works and contributions of laborers to the development and achievements of the United States. All right, so we are making our way over to St. Mark's Place. The light is about to change. Okay, so this is St. Mark's Place here. We're gonna make our way over to Tompkins Square Park. We're gonna check out what's going on in Tompkins Square. We haven't been there for a minute, so we're just gonna visit Tompkins Square Park and check out what's going on there. We have a Jiu-Jitsu academy up there. Okay, the Funky Tower. We've seen this store here in a past stream. We did see this store here. It is pretty active out here right now. It is beautiful. This is a beautiful street here, right along St. Mark's Place. Nobody's dancing today, probably over by Washington Square Park, but the main party, that was over in Brooklyn, the West Carnival Parade. There was no doubt a lot of dancing there. That was the big event of the day today. I think people are just they're just getting their last rounds, of just having some fun right before school starts. People go back to work and all of this stuff, go back to school. Let me show you guys, since I'm around here in the area, let me show you guys Veniero's. We did try to go to Veniero's. That is an Italian bakery. It's right here in the neighborhood. We're gonna stop by there real quick. That used to be a favorite spot of my dad's back in the day. We're just about a couple of blocks from there, so we're gonna walk over there. It's right along, 10th Street. That is a famous Italian bakery here in the neighborhood here. So that is where we're going to stop by. We're just going to stop by the bakery there real quick. Right here in the East Village. This is the East Village neighborhood. And this is also known as Little Ukrainian Way. Yeah, we did try to go. We did try to go there. When was it? It was like a couple of months ago, but they were closed. But we should be able to see it now. So we're just gonna head there right now. We're just about 2 blocks away. For those of you who know this area here, this is 2nd Avenue here. The bakery is right between 1st and 2nd Avenue on 10th Street. And then from there we can go to, what is it? Tompkins Square Park. And hello to Peter. How's it going, Peter? Happy Labor Day. We are here in the East Village. I was not able to make it to Coney Island today, considering the time right now. So we are here in Manhattan, just gonna walk around Manhattan. I might go to Coney Island on Thursday. So if anything, I'll go there on Thursday. So I did have to change the stream for today, for tonight.
Hi, what would you like from?
Okay, so here we are. We're gonna turn right here. Indeed. So we're gonna turn right here on 10th Street. This is 10th Street over here. The bakery is just down this block here. I am not buying anything from the bakery since I would have to carry that throughout the whole night. So if anything, I'll definitely come back when I'm not streaming and, you know, maybe buy some pastries from that bakery, Veniero's. Okay, Veniero is actually, what is it? Is it 10 or I forgot the street. I think it might be 11th Street. I'm gonna have to turn around here. It's actually on 11th Street. So let me just walk down this way and then make a left here. It's actually on 11th Street, not 10th. And thank you, Peter. Make sure to like the stream. Make sure to follow and subscribe if you guys haven't already done so. Okay, so it's actually on 11th Street. It's just 1 block up. So we're just gonna walk over here. Okay, so once again, happy Labor Day. Happy end of summer, the unofficial end of summer. Although we still technically have a few more weeks left of summer, right before we enter autumn. Okay, so Veniero's is right around here on the next block. And we have the school as well, the school and the playground right across the street. That used to be one of my dad's favorite hangout spots back in the day. Alright, so here we are in the East Village, right along 1st Avenue and 11th Street. This is East 11th Street.
And there's not.
Okay, so the bakery is right over here. This bakery has been here since 1894. Italian bakery. And speaking of Italy, we do have the Feast of San Gennaro that will be starting on Thursday next week, the 11th.
It makes watching the season so much better.
Look at the pastries here. Let me see if I can go inside. Hopefully they don't mind the camera here.
Oh, I know.
Look at this. I haven't been here in so long. Look at this. My dad used to come here and buy some pastries here. The cannolis and the Boston cream pie. What is it? Cream pies, I believe it is.
How many forks would you like?
Look at this. We used to come here as a kid back in the day. This was in the 90s. We used to always come here. Wow. It's beautiful. It's just like I remember it back in the day. Oh my God, look at those cakes. Yeah, so my dad used to buy, I remember it was the cannolis, and it's over here. He used to buy these are the small ones right here. These cakes here. They have the bigger ones over here. I think right over here. Yeah, those are the big, yeah. He used to buy those right there. Back in the day.
So everything's being one bag, one box, but the eclairs are...
Definitely got to come here. We got there's either a flan or a cheesecake right there. So gorgeous. Definitely going to come back here. So this is what Veniero's looks like. It looks pretty, and they have the number here, the tick number. They still have that here as well. From back in the day, they still have that. My number is A98, even though I'm not gonna buy anything right now.
This is a cheesecake, and that's a key lime cheesecake. Is that what's happening?
No, so that one is
Let me take a picture before I go outside.
Okay, and that is a cheesecake.
Oh, that's the strawberry right there. Yeah, I remember that. He used to get those as well, the strawberries.
That's it?
That's gonna be it.
Let me grab a picture of this restaurant. Definitely gonna be back here in a few days and get some pastries here.
You know what? You don't have just a bag. Can you just put it in a bag for me? That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, my dad used to bring me here all the time as a kid. It looks pretty much the same as it did back in the 90s. Pretty much the same. Okay, let me go out the other door here.
Been here for a minute.
Oh, my gimbal. Let me fix my gimbal here.
3 years now.
Oh no, I meant. Well,
My gimbal is out of alignment. Oh, what is going on?
The shop is 100 years old.
Oh, let me fix my gimbal here.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, my gimbal is fixed. I think it got jammed in the cord. Actually, no, got jammed in the cord. Let me fix that. Is it good now? Yeah, looks like it's okay now. Okay, the gimbal's okay now. So this is what Veniero's looks like. You guys just saw what the inside looked like. It pretty much looks the same as it did back in the 90s when I used to come here as a kid. Very much the same. We got Joe DiMaggio right there, the Hall of Famer from the Yankees. All right, so they close here at 10 o'clock. I'm definitely gonna come back here on another day and get some pastries here. Let me grab another picture here from the outside before I walk away. Okay, right across the street is the school. That was my first time going inside of that bakery in many years. I'm definitely gonna come back here to buy some pastries. And this is the playground which my dad used to hang out as well. I used to come here as well as a kid. They used to play soccer here back in the day, and they still do. You can see the soccer nets right here as well. And right over here is the basketball courts. This playground pretty much looks the same as well. It's been renovated, of course, over the years, but it pretty much looks the same as I remember it as a kid. This is where they used to play basketball as well back in the day. Okay, lots of throwbacks here. Lots of throwbacks, lots of memories. We used to come in from the other side. That was on 9th Street. That's the other side is 9th Street. And hello, what's up, Darnell? Nice to see you, Darnell. Happy Labor Day. We are in the East Village neighborhood of Manhattan right now. I was not able to make it to Coney Island tonight, but we'll definitely be back on Coney Island probably towards later in the week. All right, so another shot there of Veniero's from across the street. Beautiful bakery. Very much the same as it did back in the day. That is, I believe that's, is that Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the Supreme Court Justice who passed away a few years ago. I believe that's her right there, her portrait. Beautiful street art. This neighborhood is known for its many graffiti street art murals in and around this neighborhood here. Hey, what a beautiful, beautiful evening it is here. Beautiful evening. Donna was asking, where was the West Side Story filmed there? That's a classic movie. The West Side Story was pretty much filmed in and around here in Manhattan for the most part, I believe. I know they did some scenes, around Harlem. They did some scenes up in Harlem, in and around that area.
It's like we can't walk down the street without seeing someone.
There were different locations, but it was mainly here in Manhattan. Okay, so happy Labor Day to those of you here in the United States as well as in Canada. Happy Labor Day. I love that movie. I was a fan of the Sharks. West Side Story, of course, one of the most iconic films of all time. Hey, we got the little Chihuahua right here. Okay, so we're gonna head back to St. Mark's Place, and then we'll be heading into Tompkins Square Park and check out what's going on there. The East Village, this is a very trendy neighborhood. This is one of the more trendier neighborhoods in and around New York City. Got the local wine store here.
I'll be right back.
And also, it's very easy once you get fucked over to go online and say, this was terrible.
Okay, so we are back here on St. Mark's Place. And we're gonna walk down to the park, Tompkins Square Park. Check out what's going on there. We got some diners enjoying the night out right over there. We got someone playing the guitar up there on the fire escape. We got live performance on the fire escape. Let me go back, Kiss. We have a live musical performance on the fire escape. You going live again this week? Andrew, I would think so. Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely be back live. I'll definitely be live during the week. Let me see. The next time I'll go live is probably on Wednesday. Yeah, I would think so. Maybe Wednesday. I think I'll be live. I'll be back live on Wednesday. It'll be around this same time. Live from the East Village, right along St. Mark's Place. And we are walking down towards Tompkins Square Park. That is the neighborhood park here in the East Village. It's a beautiful first day of September. Beautiful weather. This is a perfect day to close out the summer season.
Because you should be. You're gonna be in
They're like third.
Okay, so here we are. This is Avenue A over here. This is the alphabet section of the East Village. This is where the avenues turn into letters. Avenue A, B, C, and D. This right here, this is Avenue A. Sunset in 15 minutes. Yeah, it's getting darker earlier. It's getting darker and darker earlier as we go through the closer to the winter, the fall and the winter seasons. Darnell wants to see some pizza. Well, that shouldn't be hard to find around here. There's actually one across the street. Let me go back. There's actually a pizza shop right over here. Pizza is one of the most, it's one of the easiest items to find here. And we have one right over here. Didn't take not even 5 seconds to find one. Here it is right here. This one is called, what is this called here? This one is just called fresh pizza and hot dog. Maybe Darnell wants to see what the pizza looks like. This is what a New York thin slice pizza looks like. How are you? Very nice. We have the chicken one right here. That's barbecue and buffalo. Yeah, buffalo chicken right there. Which one would you prefer, Darnell? We got the regular one right here. That's the most popular one. That is what a typical New York thin crust pizza looks like. Thank you. And this is $1.50 here for a regular slice. $3 for pepperoni and $3 for all the others. Cheese. Yeah, that's my favorite one too. This one and the barbecue. Love the barbecue chicken. And this is margarita right there, yeah. Okay, thank you. And you could get a whole pie there, 18-inch pie for $12. That is not bad. Okay, so that is just the taste of what New York pizza looks like. The local pizza joint over here. And it only took 5 seconds from when you mentioned it to find one. And you go to the mall and a slice is $5. Yeah, those mall pizzas, I don't think they're really all that authentic. If you want authentic pizza, you would just go to the local pizza shop like the one we just saw here. Okay, and Peter, is it too bad you don't have a smell-o-vision? That is about the one thing that we have yet to invent. We definitely have to invent some sort. Actually, there is some sort of, there is the concept of, smelling things. That's actually a bit of a reality, although it's not really like a mainstream thing yet. But there are inventors, actually working on something like that. Okay, so here we are. This is Tompkins Square Park. Smell-o-vision and taste-o-vision. Well, you have to start with the smell first, so you know what you're about to taste. We have a live band here. Let's check this out. Not sure about that, Darnell. This one's more of a relaxing type of music. Hello to Tina. Nice to see you, Tina. Welcome back, Tina. And Andrew says, did you ever go to the New York portal before they shut down? I'm not sure what that is, Andrew. The New York portal. Very nice. Beautiful music. Beautiful. Okay, so that is their Cash App right there, the QR code, if you guys want to donate. Oh, my gimbal again. Let me fix my gimbal.
TikTok?
On YouTube.
Oh, cool.
It's live right now on YouTube. Redstone Pro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the David Collins music. That is their PayPal email right there, their address. Okay, thank you so much. Beautiful music.
Thank you very much.
Okay, okay. So Andrew was asking about the portal. Yes, I did visit the portal when it was up and running. That was over by the Flatiron, over there on 23rd Street. They had to shut that down because of inappropriate behavior. You know, people were doing stupid things in front of the cameras. So, so they were forced to shut that down. Here in New York and over in Ireland, what was it? Dublin, Ireland. That is the other camera. That is the location where the other camera was located. Okay, I think I have to adjust my cord here. Let me see. My gimbal keeps getting tangled up on the cord here. Okay. Okay, hopefully it's okay now. Let me see. Okay, something is wrong with my gimbal. Let me fix this damn thing here. Sorry about that. Is it okay now? Okay. All right, so let's check out the basketball courts over here. They do have basketball courts and like a little skate park here. So let's just check this out real quick here. This is a basketball court. We got the tracks here. We got the ramps here for the skaters. It's a track and field. We got the basketball court. We got the skate park here. This is all in one right here. The minute I would try to do a trick like that, I would fall off my skateboard and bust my ass. I would not be able to do what they do. That's for sure. Well, we got a. How's it going? How's it going, man? What's up? How's it going, man?
Where's the skateboarder?
You want to show us some tricks? Oh, they got the ramp right against the fence here. Look at that. Oh, only 10 right now.
I got 10 too.
You online right now? You streaming too?
TikTok.
Oh, on TikTok. Look, he's on TikTok.
What you on?
YouTube.
That's what's up.
What's your channel there? Your page?
Too funny.
Make sure he's gonna show it right there on the screen. If you guys, Too Funny Marv. Okay.
I got like 100K, but I get 100K soon today.
That's what's up. How many followers? Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. He's almost at 100,000 right there. He's about 600 short.
Follow me, Jam. What's yours? I'm gonna follow you too.
Redstone Pro.
Redstone.
Redstone Pro. Yeah, I'm at around 7,000 on my channel right now.
I got 7,000 on my YouTube.
How many?
7,000 on my YouTube.
7,000. Oh, you're doing your thing. You're doing your thing on YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah, my TikTok's mostly active too, bro.
Yeah. All right. Nice to meet you, man.
You too, bro.
Keep doing your thing. All right. So we got the ramp right against the fence here. That's interesting. Hey, hello, Pee-wee. What is going on, Pee-wee? We are live from the skate park here in Tompkins Square. Tompkins Square Park. And hello to everyone back in Illinois and all throughout the Midwest. Happy Labor Day. And give it up to all of the skaters here. Takes a lot of balance, coordination, and reflex to do what they do here. Okay, so let's continue our walk here to Tompkins Square, and then we'll be making our way back out towards the street here. And beautiful, beautiful evening here. We have Michael Jackson playing here. Let me try to talk over that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can make my way over to the Elizabeth Street Garden right before they close. They're about to close at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna see if I can make my way over there. Elizabeth Street Garden, that is a community garden. For those of you who are not familiar with it, that is a community garden which was recently saved from demolition. Okay, so let me see if I can make my way over to the Elizabeth Street Garden. Then from there we'll be walking down, what is it, Mulberry Street in Little Italy. Just saw a rat run across the street. I don't think most people are fazed by the rats here. The rats, they are as much as part of New York as everything else here. If anything, they should have like a statue dedicated to the rats out here somewhere. We also see rats all throughout Central Park. The rats are everywhere here. There are just about as many rats, if not more rats, than there are people here in New York City.
I do that, which is fine. But I honestly have a lot to do before that, which is really
Jazz music. We did hear some jazz music just about 10 minutes ago, Pee-wee. All right, so here we are in Tompkins Square Park as we make our way back outside. Well, technically we are outside. We're just gonna make it outside of the park here. We're just gonna head down to the streets over here on Avenue A. We're just gonna continue walking here on Avenue A right along the East Village. And Darnell says, I've read 2 rats for every person in New York. That's pretty much accurate. And we have a squirrel right here. We have rats, we have the squirrels. He's probably gonna go up that tree here. Let's see, yep. Look how he or she is able to make it up the bark up there. Very nice. They are adapted to living up on the trees, up in the canopy. Squirrels, they're beautiful animals, although do not underestimate the squirrels. Hey, that's Pee-wee's brother. Wow. Brother from another, for sure. Once again, happy Labor Day, everybody. As this is the unofficial end to the summer season. And the weather is perfect. Perfect weather just to go out and walk. Or just sit out in the park, as the folks out here are doing. Okay, so here we are back in Avenue A as we continue walking here throughout the neighborhood here, Alphabet City and the East Village. Okay, so I'm hoping I can make my way over to the garden, the Elizabeth Street Garden. It is quite a walk away. Hopefully we'll be able to make it there. It's pretty calm outside. Yeah, for the most part it is. You know, folks are definitely relaxing since, you know, the kids have to go back to school on Thursday. Or they're just getting their last minute school shopping done. This, by the way, this is my old neighborhood here. This is where I grew up back in the day, the East Village here. So this is definitely a familiar spot for me. This is a neighborhood that has seen a lot of gentrification over the years. We have this billboard here for Dior, the new Essence.
Log in. YouTube?
YouTube, yeah. Want to say what's up?
Yo, subscribe. What's your channel?
Restore Pro.
Yo, my name is Nitty Live. Subscribe or whatever. Yo, and get them likes up. Smash them like buttons.
Appreciate it.
Nitty
Appreciate
Live
it.
on Instagram. I used to rap with Nicki Minaj. I'm the guy that predicted her future.
Really? That's what's up.
Nitty Live on Instagram.
What's your name?
Nitty, Nittylive.
On Instagram.
And I'll follow you back or whatever. All the pictures are there, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch this. You see right through me. You let me win. You let me ride.
Yeah, yeah.
You let me rock. You let me slide. That's the rap battle we had back in 2006 when she was only 24 years old.
Wow. So you know her very well.
Oh, watch this. I'm in it to win it, politic, running for Senate, and Benjamin for the day, money yelling to spin it, do shows like Tony Bennett. See? I taught her how to rap fast. That's
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Llamo Nitty como te llama, mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
Yo, subscribe everybody, subscribe.
What?
Follow me back, Nitty Live, so I can
I'll definitely look it up
on the channel.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look you up and subscribe and follow you.
And put a message in the comments so I can follow. All the pictures is there.
Yeah.
Interscope Records with Jimmy Iovine.
Interscope,
Yeah, I helped Tupac start at Death Row East. All the pictures, everything is there. No
He is from Brooklyn after all. Yeah.
Fat Joe is my group home brother. 174th and Annaville, and DMX was also my group home brother.
Annaville, I used to go to school around there.
174th was in
South Bronx.
Cartagena.
Yeah, I used to go to school around Morrison Avenue.
Big Pun, Chris, his wife Liza, his daughter Vanessa.
Wow,
I know everybody.
You know, you got good connections, man.
Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
170. Diego. St. Mary's. They took me under the wing. I'm black, but they took me under the wing. And they showed me love. Boricua, San Juan.
San Juan, Boricua, Puerto
Yes,
Rico.
they showed me love. All the Puerto Ricans, man.
That's what's up. Nothing but respect right there.
Yo, familia.
Familia, we all familiar, man. Of course.
What you mean?
Of
BX
course.
all day, man.
BX, all the boroughs, all the 5 boroughs here.
Yo,
that's what's
all
up.
5.
Peace.
Yo, peace. Support the channel.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate
God bless
that.
you. Have a blessed week, my brother.
You too. Happy Labor Day.
Likewise.
Take care. Okay, good interesting conversation there. His Instagram is private. Maybe you have to follow him and be able to see what he has there. I'm definitely gonna follow him. Tina, send me a link to his page so I can follow it, so I don't have to go back on the stream here. Send me a link to the messenger or something so I can follow him directly. Okay, so he knew Nicki Minaj and Tupac Shakur, Fat Joe, all of those famous rappers from here in New York City. Seemed like a good dude, definitely. He was keeping it positive there. That's what I like to see. I like to see the positivity out here, you know, the good vibes, the positivity. So Tina, if you can send me a link to his page there, I'll definitely hit him up right here on my phone, my other phone.
And he's just like that.
Dad just called me.
Once I find his page, I'll definitely post it in the description of this live stream. So if you guys want to follow him, you guys missed the page, I'll definitely post the link. Once I'm done with this stream, I'll definitely go back and post the link. Actually, what you could do is you could type in !link. Tina, you could put in !link and then put the his URL, the page there. You could type it in the chat here. So if you guys want to follow him, you guys can do that right there from the chat. It should work. Okay, Nitty Love, right here. There it is, right there. Let me follow him right there. Let me just request him. Right there, that is his page, Nitty Love. Or Live, Nitty Live, Nitty Live. Nitty Live-o. There it is, right there. Okay, so I'll definitely be throwing up his, I'll definitely throw up his link in the description once I'm done with the live stream. I'll go back and re-edit the description to include the link there. The link to his page. That was the shout out of the day right there. Definitely. As well as the folks there in the park. You know, you see a lot of nice people around here. You definitely see a lot of nice, positive people, you know, with the good energy. That's what we like to see. Okay, so if you guys already have his link, what you could do is just type it in the chat with the with link, exclamation point link, and then the URL of the page. If not, then I'll just include the link in the description once I'm done with the stream here. I already have the page on my phone here, so I'll just copy the his URL there and forward it to the stream here in the description. Okay, we got this mural right here to the Lower East Side. This is a nice mural right here. This was just recently painted. Look how nice. Oh, this is Tats Crew, by the way. Tats Crew, they're a famous a graffiti artist. They're a group that they put up these murals here. Very well-known group. Tats Crew. So they're known for many of these murals that are all throughout the area here. And this is definitely a newer one. I've not seen this one before. The Adventures of Johnny Pump. And this is Johnny Pump right here. He's a fire hydrant. Okay, if you guys don't know how to do it, then don't worry about it. I'll put it up in the description. Once I'm done with the stream, I'll put up the link so you guys can follow him. So make sure you guys go back to the live stream later in the night after it's done, and then the link will be there. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so this is Houston Street over here. This is East Houston Street. I'm hoping there's still time for the garden here, the Elizabeth Street Garden. So let me see if I can make my way over there. We only have about 20 minutes left to get there. And right in the area here, we do have Cat's Deli. Cat's Deli is a very famous delicatessen known for their pastrami's and corned beef sandwiches. I was there last year. Yeah, it was last year. Very nice place. If you guys want to grab one of their famous pastrami sandwiches. Okay, so this is Houston Street, East Houston Street. That is looking west. And over here, this is looking east. We're gonna check out how long the line is. There's usually a line to get into Cat's Deli. And let's see how long the line is here tonight. Darnell loves corned beef with pickle on the side. I don't love pickle. I definitely don't eat pickles, but everything else is fine on my end. Okay, there is no line here. Okay, it's just a few folks outside. So that is the world famous Cat's Deli, the Cat's Delicatessen. It's been a neighborhood staple since 1898. And they also sell merchandise as well, t-shirts and hats, all sorts of stuff. Got the bags there as well. Here's a little timeline of their history. All right, so that's just a little quick glimpse of the famous Cat's Deli. Okay, so let's see if I can make my way over to the garden, Elizabeth Street, right before they close. As we walk here along East Houston Street.
Hop in the elevator. I don't know what happened in the elevator. Do it yesterday.
All right, so once again, happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. Both here in the United States and in Canada as well. It is Labor Day in Canada as well. Okay, can we cross? Not yet. Okay, now we can. Yeah, this is Allen Street over here. And right up there, that would be First Avenue. That is where we were working, walking earlier. We were walking there earlier towards the bakery there, Veniero's Bakery. It's a beautiful evening here in New York City and along the East Coast. On this, the official last day of summer. It's the end of the summer season, the unofficial end of the summer season. Although we still have a few more weeks technically left of summer. It's a beautiful evening here. You guys can see the current temperature. It is 72 degrees. Very nice weather. The skies are perfectly clear, not a single cloud in sight. perfect weather to be out and about.
Qué bueno.
Okay, so we're on our way over to the Elizabeth Street Garden. Hopefully we'll have some hopefully we'll have at least a few minutes to walk around there. They're about to close the garden at 8 o'clock. So we just have about just over 10 minutes to get there. We're only about a few more blocks from there. And I hope everyone's Labor Day has been fantastic, has been great. And I hope everyone's summer season has been wonderful as well. This has been a pretty eventful summer. As we transition from summer over to the autumn fall season here in the Northern Hemisphere. Fall is my favorite season. My favorite season is spring. I definitely love spring. Autumn and spring, they're pretty similar as far as the like the climate, you know, like the temperature. Although, of course, the autumn summer the autumn fall season is known for its colors. You know, the leaves falling. It's definitely the most colorful of the four seasons. The most colorful season of the year. Okay, and this is the Bowery here. This street here is the Bowery. This is the oldest street in New York City. As we make our way over to Elizabeth Street Garden, hopefully we have enough time to get there. If not, then we'll just continue walking down towards Little Italy. Do you plan on going to any Halloween events? We have the Halloween parade. I'll definitely be live streaming the Halloween parade. That'll be from the village. Halloween parade is one of my favorite events of the year. So I'll definitely be live for the Halloween parade. That'll be taking place in the Greenwich Village area. Full moon is in 6 days. We do have the moon right behind the building there. We just saw it. Little Italy be getting you sick. We'll definitely be back here for the Feast of San Gennaro. We're going to be back in Little Italy for the Feast of San Gennaro. That'll be starting next week on the 11th. Although on that day I'll be live for the 9/11 anniversary and the events down at the World Trade Center site. Okay, so there is the moon in view once again right there. Beautiful moon. We have a half moon there. And hello to Nitty. Buenas noches. Happy Labor Day.
So when you
Regular show in 2025 will celebrate 15th anniversary since 2010 to 2017. And Pee-wee, I guess Pee-wee, are you leaving us for the night? If so, have a good night. Thank you for being on tonight's chat. Okay, so this is Prince Street here. And how much time do we have left to get to the garden? We only have about less than 10 minutes, so we're only about a couple of blocks away. Actually, we're just about here. Right over here is the garden. I'm hoping that they're still open. We have some sidewalk shedding here. Let's go around it. Okay, do they have any events here? The last time we were here, they were having open mic poetry. That was when was that? About 2 weeks ago, when we had that big rainstorm towards the end of the stream.
Like an axe over.
Okay, looks like it's pretty quiet here. I'm not sure if it's even open right now. Let's see. Okay, they are closed for the night. Oh, okay. Okay, so that is the Elizabeth Street Garden, even though they are closed right now. We just got here a little bit too late. Okay, so we'll definitely be back. We'll definitely be back here. And Todd and Mary, if you guys are still in the chat, your 1 year anniversary in the channel will be next week on Thursday. So happy anniversary. And Lena as well. I believe Lena is her 1 year anniversary as well, even though she's not in the chat as far as I know. So happy anniversary to you guys. Thank you once again. Okay, so we're just going to make our way over now to Mulberry once again here in Little Italy, right outside of Little Italy. Since we couldn't get into the garden, we'll just walk down here towards Mulberry. We have the big Feast of San Gennaro coming up in just over a week. That is the Feast of the Feasts. Hey, hello to Sergio. Happy Labor Day, Sergio. We have a beautiful evening, beautiful night here in New York City.
I was there for like a long time. It was like 16 years.
Hope everyone is having a wonderful Labor Day Monday. As we make our way over to Mulberry, we are back here in Little Italy. I could have been with you right now, live in Little Italy. Why'd you decide to leave? I told you could have been live, but you left just as I was starting the live stream. Definitely could have been live for a little bit, just hanging around here. We could have been live right here on Mulberry in Little Italy, just hanging around, chilling, walking, checking out all of the stuff here.
Thank you.
And we are going to be heading back to the mall. What is it? The American Dream Mall. So I might stream along with you guys there if you guys are okay with that. So if you guys are okay, you know, with being on camera and being on live, you know, I could definitely do that as we hang out in the mall there in New Jersey. Definitely enjoyed it the last time we all went. It was definitely a lot of fun. I've been wanting to live stream from American Dream. So if you guys are okay with that on Saturday, I could definitely do that. You know, we could all just chill and all live stream together. I definitely got to get on one of those rides. But it has to be one of those rides where, you know, where I can hold on to my gimbal. You know, if it's okay. Definitely got to put safety first thing there. Okay, so this is this right here. This is Kenmare, right along Mulberry, Kenmare and Mulberry streets. As we are back here in Little Italy, and we'll be back here next week for the Feast of San Gennaro. The last time I was here for the Feast of San Gennaro, we were on for about 7 hours. That was a marathon stream last year for this Feast of San Gennaro. It was definitely a lot of fun. We had Noel. He was performing, the freestyle singer. He was live performing here during last year's feast. If you guys remember that stream from last year, it was a lot of fun.
I was very skeptical.
So we'll definitely be back here next week for this year's Feast of San Gennaro, the mother of all feasts. Okay, as we begin to make our way into the heart of Little Italy, El Corazon of Little Italy, Italia. All right, this is Broome Street here as we check out Little Italy and Mulberry Streets. This is the calm before the big feast next week.
He's happy, which makes it worse. Look at him happy.
Okay, so here we are. Ciao, buonasera. Hello and good evening in Italian. Ciao, everybody. Okay, this is where they have the street portion closed off along Mulberry, so we could just walk along here in the street. All of Mulberry Street will be shut down for the feast next week, right up to Houston Street. And ciao bella, Peter. Suonava soltanto per me. And make sure you guys follow me on TikTok if you haven't already done so. And as you guys can see, they're starting to put up the overhead lights here and the decorations for next week's feast. I can see it right up here, right above these Italian color lights. They're all getting ready for the feast here. Spalma, lontano, laggiù. Just some of the phrases here in Italian. Look how beautiful it is here tonight. This is Grand Street right here. This is normally where they set up the stage for the feast, right along this street here. The main stage where they have live performances. It'll be right along this street here towards the end there. That is where the stage will be set up, the main stage here. Look how beautiful it is here. We got the lights all set up. We got the lamps and the wirings, all of this. Everything is ready for next week. Well, except for the vendors. That is the only thing missing right now are the vendors. They'll be setting up their shops as the days lead up to the feast next week. The street here will be lined up with vendors on both sides, with food, games, and merchandise and everything else. And this is the Christmas in New York store. We were here last week. That is the Christmas in New York store that is open all year round. We did go inside there last week. Welcome to Little Italy, Feliciano. And hello to Mumu. Hello Mumu, happy Labor Day. Welcome to Little Italy here in Mulberry Street. As we are getting ready for the Feast of San Gennaro here, which will begin next week on Thursday. They are pretty busy here already, even though the feast isn't for another 10 days. And we'll be here next weekend for the feast. Look how beautiful it is here. We got Umberto's Clam House. We have the Cafe Napoli right across the street. Oh, right on the other side, across the sidewalk here. Napoli is Italian for Naples, the city over there. City of Naples.
Carbonara spaghetti.
And we have the Ristorante Italiano. This one is called Da Gennaro. Look how beautiful it is. I love this neighborhood here. Little Italy is one of my favorite neighborhoods in the city. It's always beautiful here. Look how lovely it is here. And we'll be seeing a lot more next week during the Feast of San Gennaro. I'll be live for the procession here, the grand procession. That is the parade that takes place during the feast. That'll be on Saturday. That is next week, Saturday. That'll be on the, what day would that be? The 13th, Saturday the 13th. That is when they'll be having the grand procession right along here on Mulberry. That is the parade that takes place during the Feast of San Gennaro. So we'll be live for that. That'll be in the early afternoon on Saturday. And next to Little Italy is Chinatown. Yes, it is. That is where we'll be heading next. We're going to be heading towards Mott Street in Chinatown. That is the heart of Chinatown. Look how beautiful it is here. Let me grab a picture here before we continue our walk. Such a lovely neighborhood. If you guys see my camera, I'm just taking a picture here. My other phone here. Ciao Italia. Okay, let me just snap a picture here. Let me just do it real quick since I am holding the gimbal here in one hand and my other phone in the other hand. Okay, I guess that's a decent picture for now.
Yeah, I saw that.
So make sure you guys join me next week on Saturday. I'll be actually, wait, I gotta check my schedule. Uh-oh, wait, I do have a work schedule. I might have to, let me check my work schedule here. I might have to cancel my work day on Saturday. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to cancel my work day on Saturday next week so I can cover the feast here. And if I'm not able to do that, we'll definitely be live during the feast at some point on one of my free days. Since that is a 10-day event, we have a whole week and a half to come here during the feast. Okay, beautiful Mulberry Street. You definitely get that we are in Italy feel. Beautiful. Okay, we did have some music playing there for a few seconds. All right, so we're gonna make our way over to Mott Street now. In Chinatown, this is technically Chinatown here, right outside of Mulberry. So we are in Chinatown. This is Canal Street here. And we're gonna check out what's going on over at Mott Street. That is the heart of Chinatown here. Chinatown and Little Italy are adjacent neighborhoods. So we got Little Italy right over here, and we have Chinatown all throughout this area here. And we have the illegal counterfeit merchandise vendors further down Canal Street. But we're not heading that way. We're heading towards Chinatown. All right, so here we are. This is Canal Street. As we make our way over to Mott Street in Chinatown. That is the main, the heart of Chinatown, over in Mott Street.
Oh, no. I actually think we value your opinion. Sorry.
We have the coconut right here. Very nice. We have all sorts of fruits and other items here. And we're going from Chow to Ni Hao. Ni Hao from Chinatown. Hello from Chinatown. And Ni Hao everyone. Okay, here we are in Mott Street, Chinatown. And Ni Hao from Mott Street. Let's see what we have going on here tonight in Chinatown. We were here last week as well, so we're just gonna walk here again.
Are you going to long?
Look how beautiful it is here. This is another one of my favorite streets here, Mott Street. And this looks beautiful during the Chinese Lunar New Year month. This is always a beautiful neighborhood here during the Lunar New Year. Beautiful.
Too bad. Love that. Yes, they're ugly.
Okay, we have the Welcome to Chinatown sign up there. That's in reverse. We're on the other side there. That is the flag of Taiwan right there. Beautiful neighborhood here of Chinatown, right along Mott Streets. We have all sorts of restaurants here and gift shops, souvenir shops, just as we do right in Mulberry in Little Italy.
Alfred. No.
We're just gonna walk here on Bayard Street, and then we'll be heading back here. We're just gonna make a U-turn here. So we'll be walking from one side. We're gonna walk here and then walk towards the that side over there, and then back towards Mott Street. Just show you guys what's going on here tonight. Give a like and subscribe. Thank you, Peter, once again. Peter, you are the MVP here. And you have your typical takeout restaurants here as well. Look how beautiful it is here. Here is a famous ice cream store on the other side called Chinatown Ice Cream Store. Do you know the street to that, Mumu? Is it on Mott Street? Let's see. What a lovely night it is here in Chinatown. It is on this one. What's the name of it? Ice cream store on the other side called Chinatown Ice Cream Store. It is on this one. Oh, okay, let me see. Let me be careful here on the street. Is it? Oh, is it this one right here? There's a ice cream factory here. Would it be this one here? Is this the one you're referring to, Mumu? Oh, okay. Let's see. Some of these shops, they don't like being on camera, so let me just could just take a peek here. Okay. Oh, it smells good in here. Okay, so this one is called, since Mumu just brought it up, this one is called Chinatown Ice Cream Factory. That is the street. The address right there is 64 Bayard Street. Okay, thank you, Mumu. I did not know that. It's been here since 1978. And we have the little dragon eating some ice cream there. Okay, let me take a picture here while I'm here. Let me grab a picture here. Good catch, Mumu. Thank you for this little spot here. Okay, so we're just gonna grab a picture here real quick. Okay. Okay, there's the picture right there. I'll be posting that in the community section later on YouTube as well as Instagram. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, make sure to look out for those pictures. Redstone Pro is the handle on Instagram. I have not been there. I have not been there, but now that you guys have mentioned it, I definitely have to try that. The Chinatown Ice Cream Factory is supposedly one of the best ice cream shops in New York City, and written up about that. Okay, well, I definitely have to check this out. I'll definitely come back and check it out, you know, and give my own little review. Always love the paper lanterns. I love the paper lanterns. Look how beautiful this is. Let me grab a picture right here. Oh, I love these. Look how beautiful this is. Gonna grab a picture of the shop here. Love that right there.
I'm about to get that bigger.
All right, so we're gonna make our way over to Pell Street and over to Doyers. Doyers is the little alleyway here.
No. What'd you say?
All right, so this is Pell Street over here. So before we go down Pell Street over here, let me show you guys once again, for those of you not familiar with the location here. Have you guys seen Home Alone 2, Lost in New York? This is where Kevin McAllister purchased the fireworks. It was right here on this, well, it's a vacant storefront now, but back then it was an actual store. Right over here, right along 32 Mott Street. This is the store where Kevin McAllister, played by, what's his name? What is his name? I forgot the kid's name already. I'm forgetting his name. Well, Kevin McAllister, this is where he purchased the fireworks. Macaulay Culkin, there you go, Macaulay Culkin. This is where Macaulay Culkin purchased his fireworks that he would use later in the movie towards the end as he was escaping the wet bandits in Central Park. This is where he got his fireworks. It was amazing that they were able to sell fireworks to a 10-year-old back in 1992. So this is the actual storefront right here. The store back then was called, let me see if I can look it up. I forgot the name to that store as well. That was called the Kwang Yang Xing and Company store. Kwang Yang Xing and Company store. That was the name of the store back in 1992. It was an actual store back in those days. This is where he purchased the fireworks, where he would use towards the end of the movie, as he was escaping the wet bandits. And that scene there with the pigeon lady as well. She was involved in that scene. The pigeon lady. Is there a picture here of the store from, let me see if I can Google it real quick. I don't see it here. I'm trying to Google a picture, see if that pops up here. There is no picture here of, oh, here's a picture of the store. Okay, here it is. I found a picture right here. Okay, there it is. That's the Kwang Yang Xing and Company store. Macaulay Culkin, yeah. Okay, so let me go back and compare it to what it looks like now. Okay, so this is a screen grab of the
Yeah, like, you know, it's just so funny because
of the scene there when he was buying his fireworks. So that is what it looked like back in 1992, and this is what the store looks like in 2025. You can see the awning is pretty much the same. You can see the awning right there. It looks like it's unchanged from back in 1992. Pretty much the same. Oops, let me focus that. There you go. Look at that. Pretty much the same. We're just missing the store sign. So that is what the store looked like back in 1992. That is a screenshot of the movie, right there. As he was, it looks like he was exiting the store there. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. That is my favorite of the Home Alone movies. Macaulay Culkin, child actor. Okay, so here we are. This is Pell Street. And from Pell Street, we're going to make our way down the alleyway here, which is known as Doyers. Beautiful neighborhood here. Ni hao from Chinatown. Ni hao, ni hao. And this is Doyers right here. This alleyway here, this is known as Doyers. Doyers Street here. And they used to have a mirror right here on the street here. They have to repaint that. As you guys can see, much of the paint has faded away. So hopefully they will repaint the alleyway here. Look how beautiful this is here. Definitely feels like we are in the middle of Hong Kong or Shanghai here. Or Beijing. One of those fine Chinese cities.
but I've never been to New York.
And we have these diners out enjoying the night here in Chinatown. And we have 34 of you here, so thank you all once again. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you all for your support. Welcome to the live stream here. We are in Chinatown. We are exploring Chinatown, although we are coming to the end of the exploration here of the area as we go down towards a little bit further down Lower Manhattan here. So this is Doyers right here. And this is Chatham Square over here, Chatham Square. We have the moon out as well. Beautiful moonlit sky. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like the stream, make sure to subscribe. Thank you all once again for your support as we continue to grow this channel. Thank you. It wouldn't be possible without the support of each and every one of you. Happy Labor Day as well. It is not a full moon just yet. It is. We're getting there. That's about like a three quarters right there. It's about 3/4 of a moon there. As the moon goes through its different phases there. Full moon, I think it's next week. I think Peter mentioned that earlier. We do have a full moon coming up very soon. So that is about three-quarters of a moon there. Okay, on the 7th. 7th is the full moon. That would be on Sunday. Sunday, right? No. Yeah, it is Sunday. It is Sunday. Yeah.
That's how I
We have the John Lennon shirt right here.
You cannot be that
John Lennon, famous Beatle.
Wake the fuck up.
Okay, so I'll be back on my next stream. Will be back on Wednesday around 6:30, around the time that I started this stream here tonight. So I'll be back on Wednesday. We'll just be walking around, the same usual areas. And Thursday I might go back to Coney Island, since I was not able to make it there to today or tonight. So we'll probably go back to Coney Island on Thursday. That would be the last day of the amusement parks there. They'll be closing on Thursday. So that'll be it for the season as Lunar Park gets ready to close for the year. 67% illumination. Okay, thank you, Peter. Just about 3/4 there. 3/4. This right here, this courthouse, this is where P. Diddy was recently on trial. Sean P. Diddy Combs. He was on trial right at that courthouse there, right across the street. That is where he was found guilty on several of those charges that he was facing. Right here on this is Worth Street here. So this is the courthouse that P. Diddy was on trial. It was right here. And he'll be back. He'll be back soon here to be sentenced on those charges, the charges in which he was found guilty on. Right here, this is 500. What is it? 500 Center Street, I believe, is the courthouse. Let me see. What does that say there? Yeah. So P. Diddy, he'll be back here soon to be sentenced on the charges in which he was found guilty of. Although those were the lesser of the charges. He was facing more serious charges. He was acquitted of those. All right, so once again, happy Labor Day, everyone here in the United States as well as in Canada. Happy Labor Day to all of the laborers, all of the workers who make the country run and operate. Okay, so we're just going to continue here, walking in lower Manhattan here. Not much going on here. It is pretty quiet here. Right along Foley Square. This is Foley Square here, and Thomas Paine Park. Thomas Paine Park is right across the street. This is Foley Square. This area here, this is known for the courthouses. We just saw the one that P. Diddy was being tried on. Okay, so that is Thomas Paine Park. That location, that park is known for its protest location. So we do have protests that does take place there whenever something comes up. This is one of the popular spots here for protests. And we have the municipal building right up there, all lit up. Look how nice that is. That is the municipal building there. Beautiful there. And we have One World Trade Center right over here. That is One World Trade Center lit up as well. Right there with the spire. Okay, so that is where we'll be heading. We're gonna be heading towards the World Trade Center site there. And just walk around there. I'll be ending the stream there in and around the World Trade Center. So that is where we'll be heading there next. And we do have the anniversary, the 9/11 anniversary, the 24-year anniversary of 9/11. That'll be taking place on next Thursday, the 11th. So I'll be live here to commemorate the 24th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. We'll be down by the World Trade Center. We'll be checking out the memorial there, the reflecting pools, as well as the tribute and lights. We'll be checking that all out next week on Thursday. That is the darkest day in America's history. It's certainly the darkest day here in New York City. This is where the bulk of the attacks took place, with the Twin Towers, the two planes flying into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. Unfortunately, they both collapsed as we know it. Almost 3,000 people killed in the World Trade Center, along with 343 firefighters from the FDNY. They took such a heavy loss that day on 9/11. The fire department was really devastated that day. So I'll definitely be talking about that more next week during the stream next week on 9/11. If you were alive on 9/11 and you were old enough to remember that day, you certainly will always remember where you were and what you were doing that day. That's a day that nobody will ever forget. That's a day that will always live in infamy.
But it does. Like, it fully does.
Whether you were here in New York City or in Washington with the attack on the Pentagon, or in Pennsylvania, or wherever you were, it certainly made the headlines all throughout the world that day. That's a day that forever changed the world and the way we conduct our business here. All right, so that is the municipal building across the streets. We're coming up here on City Hall Park. This is Chambers Street right over here. We have City Hall. That is City Hall right there. That is all part of City Hall and City Hall Park.
There's nobody left to go.
Okay, the last time we were here, we walked the Brooklyn Bridge. We are not walking the bridge tonight. We're gonna head towards the World Trade Center site, which is right over there. That is where we'll be heading to end the stream. Okay, so this is City Hall Park, and right underneath City Hall Park, we have the abandoned City Hall subway station, which was the earliest station, or one of the earliest stations in the New York City subway system. It has been abandoned since the 1940s, by the way. So right underneath here, we do have the abandoned City Hall station. Of the New York City subway. That was one of the first subways to open in the subway stations to open in the system here. Nothing's the same since 9/11. Yeah, definitely. 9/11 definitely changed everything. It definitely changed the definitely took away a lot of the innocence that we had prior to 9/11. You know, from like the 90s and right up to the early 2000s. Okay, that building right there, that is known as 8 Spruce Street, which is also known as the Beekman Tower. And we can see City Hall right here. That is the seat of the city government. Right here, City Hall. Eric Adams, of course, he is the current mayor of New York City. He'll be running for re-election in October next month. He is an independent candidate after failing to become the Democratic candidate. So he is running as an independent this year. I was heading to school that morning on 9/11. It was on a Tuesday, I remember. It was actually election day here in New York City. It was the primary elections. I was heading to school. I was a senior, 12th grade in high school when those unfortunate events took place. I was heading to school on my senior year, and yeah, we learned about what had happened as we were starting math class. I remember. Our teacher, Maldonado, Miss Maldonado, I still remember her name. That is when she mentioned what had happened here in Lower Manhattan, and that is when everything pretty much stopped. And from that moment on, you know, that is when everything changed. You know, you remember the exact moment when everything changed. For me personally, it was right there during math class as we were starting math class that morning. And Peter says 9/11 caused a loss of freedom as all these security enhancements have made it so difficult to conduct life's business like flying, entering government buildings, and etc. Definitely, but it's better to be safe than sorry now. We live in a world, you know, where anything can happen at any given moment, and you know, you just got to do your best to prepare for it. And you know, and also do your best to try to prevent it. We've had a lot of attempted attacks, you know, that have been foiled over the years, definitely, you know, because of the all of the security enhancements in place. So, you know, if it weren't for those things, you know, for those measures, we definitely would have had, no question about it, we definitely would have had attacks here. And it could have been on an even bigger scale than what we saw on 9/11. We just don't know. You know, but that is the reality. We got to play it safe nowadays. We got to play it safe even if it's a bit inconvenient. You know, with certain things, we definitely have to play it safe. While it might be inconvenient, you know, in inconvenience with certain things, you know, at least it keeps us a bit safer. You can't prevent every single thing, you know, but you could at least do your best, you know, to try to prevent as much of it as you can. Okay, so this is Broadway here. This is Broadway. We're walking along Broadway over to the World Trade Center. That church across the street, that is St. Paul's Chapel. And we can cross the street here right on Broadway. And right here we can see our World Trade Center. All right, so that is St. Paul's Chapel right over here.
Let's take a look.
Okay, so we're gonna make a right here on Fulton. This is Fulton Street here, right towards the World Trade Center. We have the church bells. We have the transit hub right there as well, which is known as the Oculus. That is the Oculus right there. We have some folks that are returning from Carnival, from the Carnival early, the West Indian Parade and Carnival. That was the big event of the day. Over in Brooklyn, over by Crown Heights, Eastern Parkway in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. That is the city's, one of the city's largest parades, the West Indian Carnival. Okay, I think they're running over to the subway. They got, what, 4 minutes to make the subway, which is right across the street. Over by the transit center. Okay, so here we are. That is One World Trade Center. Hello. One World Trade Center is the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere at 1,776 feet, which is a symbolic number to honor the year in which the United States was founded. So there it is, One World Trade Center. And we have 7 World Trade Center right there to the right. That is 7 World Trade Center. And this right here, this is the foundation to the future 2 World Trade Center, which hasn't been built yet. But that is where 2 World Trade Center will be built, right here, where the artwork is here. Not sure when they'll be getting started on that, but hopefully they'll get that going. That is the only building still yet to be rebuilt. It's 2 World Trade Center. And right across the street we have the Santiago Calatrava designed Oculus. That is the transit hub here at the World Trade Center. We'll be going there. We'll be going in there inside. I think that's where I'll be ending the stream. I'll be ending the stream inside of the Oculus. So that'll be in a little bit. So I'll be ending the stream inside there. So we'll definitely be checking that out towards the end of the stream here. And this building right here, that is the Performing Arts Center right here. Okay, so let's see. I think we have just enough time here to check out the memorial pools. Or is it closed? I think it's closed, yeah. So we can only walk around the perimeter here on the outside. Okay, so it is closed right now. This is the National September 11th Memorial here. Although it is closed right now, we can only walk on the edges here, the outside. That is the museum right there, the 9/11 Museum, right behind the trees there. So we'll definitely be back here next week on Thursday to check this out on the anniversary of 9/11. I'll definitely try to bring a rose or two and, you know, just lay it here when I come back here next week for the anniversary. So I'll definitely try to plant a rose on on each of these pools here. Okay, so we can just see that is the northern pool. This pool here. This is where the North Tower, One World Trade Center, the North Tower. That is where the North Tower stood, right on this pool here. This is the footprint of the original One World Trade Center. One World Trade Center, that was the first tower to be hit on that morning. It was the first tower to be hit. It was the second tower to collapse. So we can just see the cascading waterfall right there of the Northern Memorial Pool. So we're just able to get a little glimpse of it since we cannot get any closer right now. So that is the Northern Tower, the Northern Memorial Pool. That is where One World Trade Center once stood. That's the building with the antenna on top, the big antenna. That was One World Trade Center. So if you guys know the Twin Towers, one of the buildings had the big antenna on top. That is where that building stood, right over here. That was the second tower to collapse. It was the first tower to be hit by planes that day. So we'll definitely be back here on Thursday next week for the anniversary. We'll be seeing the Tribune and lights as well. Yeah. Yeah, you want to say hello? How are you? Where are you from? You're from where? Afghanistan. You're from Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Redstone Pro. This is your family right here?
Yeah.
You're all from Afghanistan?
Yeah.
There was an earthquake there, right? This morning. I read in the
it was a big earthquake.
I saw in the news there was an earthquake in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, very nice. Hello from Afghanistan. How long are you in New York? Redstone Pro. Redstone Pro. Say hello. What is your name? What is your name? Faisal. Hello to Faisal's family from Afghanistan. Very nice. We have a family here from Afghanistan. And speaking of Afghanistan, there was an earthquake there. I believe it was either this morning or overnight. I saw it on the news. There was a pretty big earthquake. Hundreds of people were killed there.
Not allowed family video. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so there was an earthquake in Afghanistan there. I believe it was near Kandahar, the city of Kandahar. So rest in peace to those victims there. Wow, what a coincidence that we saw a family here from Afghanistan. We had an earthquake in Afghanistan just overnight. And if anybody's watching from Afghanistan, hello. And condolences to everyone affected by the earthquake there. There was a big earthquake in Afghanistan. Not sure if it made the news. I did see it in the news, but I'm not sure if it's making really, if it's making the big headlines, you know, but I did see it in the news for a bit. Okay, so more of the buildings here. This is 3 World Trade Center. That is 3 World Trade Center, and we have 4 World Trade Center right here beside each other. So this is 3, and we have 4 right here, 4 World Trade Center. And right over here, this is the Southern Memorial Pool. This is where the South Tower of the World Trade Center stood. The South Tower, that was the building, the second building to be hit by planes. That is the building in which we saw it live being struck by the second plane. That was about 15 minutes after the North Tower was hit. So about 15 minutes later, the South Tower was hit. That's the one that we saw on live TV. For those of you that were watching it on TV that morning. So this is the Southern Memorial Pool. This is where 2 World Trade Center, the South Tower, stood. The South Tower was the first of the 2 towers to collapse. It collapsed about 45 minutes after being hit. Oh yeah, 2 World Trade Center had the observatory on top. All the way on top, on the roof. Yeah, this is 1 World Trade Center right there. That's the building with the big antenna. That was a broadcast antenna right there. That is 1 World Trade Center. And 2 World Trade Center, that is the building that had the observatory, the outdoor observatory on the rooftop. One World Trade Center was the second building that collapsed that day. And this is the firehouse here. We can see the bunting there on top, or near the top. This is known as the FDNY's tent house here. This plaque here was dedicated in 1979. That was when Ed Koch was mayor back in 1979. We can see some of the rigs here, the fire rigs. This one says still standing right there, right over the grill. We can see, let me see if I can focus on it. It's a bit hard to focus with the glass there. But it does say still standing, and they are still standing indeed. Taller, stronger, braver than before. Okay, this one we can see it a bit better. God bless the New York Fire Department, the FDNY. We will never forget, definitely not. We will definitely never forget all of those who perished, the heroes, all of the first responders, everyone that sacrificed their lives in order to save others. And these are all of the firefighters that were killed on 9/11, 343. This is every single individual man and woman who perished on 9/11. So many firefighters that were lost that day. Look how many they are here. And let us not forget also the amount of first responders that have died in the years since 9/11, you know, just from working here at the site. You know, due to the toxic air, the dust, a lot of them succumbed to cancer. They were working a very dangerous, toxic site for days and weeks on end. And this is Liberty Park here. And hello to Sunflower. How's it going, Sunflower? Happy Labor Day, Sunflower. Oh, actually, let me go up here. Let me go up this way. We have to go up this way to go up to the park. It's actually this way. And this is the Greek Orthodox Church here. This is the rebuilt church after the original one was destroyed during the collapse of the World Trade Center. This is the church that was rebuilt in its place. Beautiful view of the World Trade Center complex. Let me widen the shot here. Look how beautiful it is here. Okay, so let me grab a picture here of the site. Look how beautiful. Where are you now, Andrew? We are at the World Trade Center. This is the World Trade Center right here. And this is Liberty Park. This park right here, this little park, this is Liberty Park here. Live from the World Trade Center. All right, so this is the church right here that was rebuilt to replace the original church that was destroyed on 9/11. So this is the Greek Orthodox Church right here. This is known as the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church. I'm gonna be live from the Edge. Really, Andrew? When are you going to the Edge? I haven't been there in a few years. I definitely have to go back to the Edge. I definitely missed it there. I had a lot of fun that day that I went. And right over here we have the sphere, or the sphere. It's right over here. The sphere was located in the lobby, in the plaza. Actually, not the lobby, the plaza right there. Right in the plaza of the World Trade Center, right in between the towers here, of the original towers, right there on the plaza. And right here, this is the sphere. This is what the sphere looks like. Look at that. So for those of you familiar with the World Trade Center site, the original World Trade Center site, this sphere sat in the plaza outside. It was buried under the rubble of the Twin Towers, and when it was recovered, this is what it looked like. So this is what the sphere looked like after it was recovered from the rubble there, from the collapsed towers. This is known as Koenig sphere. And right here we can see, let me see if I can turn on my flashlights. Right there. So that is what the sphere looked like before the collapse there of the World Trade Center. This sculpture stood as a symbol of world peace to world trade at the center of Austin J. Tobin Plaza between the Twin Towers. The Port Authority commissioned Fritz Koenig to create this 20-foot bronze sculpture originally titled Groby Konakurate, if I'm pronouncing it right, in New York, but commonly referred to as the Sphere. Following September 11, 2001, the Sphere took on additional meaning of hope and resilience when it was recovered from the rubble at Ground Zero and relocated to Battery Park. So that is what it looked like prior to 9/11. Lots of history here for sure. Okay, so we're gonna head over here. This is the pedestrian bridge that goes over West Street here onto Brookfield Place. Brookfield Place used to be known as the World Financial Center. This bridge was heavily damaged as well on 9/11. They had to rebuild this bridge here. So that is West Street here. And this will take us right into Brookfield Place. Right towards the, what is it, the Winter Garden there. Thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. We are live from Lower Manhattan. We can see the World Trade Center complex right there, which we just visited. We can see One World Trade Center right behind the window here. Look how lonely and quiet this is right now. Shout out to everyone watching the live stream. Hello, everybody. Okay, so let's head down here to the Winter Garden, which is this way here. Right outside here, this is Battery Park City. Right outside of the building here, that is Battery Park City. That is a residential area, neighborhood. And we can see One World Trade Center right over here, along with the rest of the complex, the towers here. And we have some music here. Hopefully I can talk over it. Okay, so right now we are inside of Brookfield Place, which was known as the World Financial Center prior to its renaming. And happy Labor Day, everybody. It's been a wonderful stream. It's been a wonderful, beautiful night here. Lots of positivity all throughout the stream. Thank you all so much. It's been wonderful here. And we'll be back here next week on Thursday to commemorate the 24-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. We'll be able to see the reflecting pools once we come back here next week. It's beautiful here. Yeah, it's very beautiful. If you've never been here, it's very beautiful. They have a shopping mall here as well. It's a shopping mall here. And we have some music here. I'm gonna have to play my own here for the moment. Let me just play my own music over the music play here. And hello to Hadassah. Hello Hadassah, happy Labor Day. From the UK and Ireland. Hello to everyone in the United Kingdom and Ireland. And hello to Coffee Mama. Hello Coffee Mama. Good evening. Okay, so we have made our way. Not sure if you guys can hear me. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the music that I'm playing here. Let me see if I can turn this off for a moment. Okay, so we have made our way over to the Winter Garden. This is the Winter Garden here. The Winter Garden suffered a lot of extensive damage on 9/11, especially the glass roof here. Debris from the collapsing towers came crashing down through the glass here, and they had to rebuild this. So the Winter Garden was closed for a while while they rebuilt this. So this is what the Winter Garden looks like. It is beautiful here. Look how beautiful it is here at the Winter Garden. Okay, so I'm gonna take a picture here of the Winter Garden. Let me just grab a picture here. Okay. Look how beautiful it is here. It is breathtaking. Yeah, it's very beautiful here. You can see the marble of the granite floor here. I'm not sure if it's marble or granite. It might be one or the other, or it could be both. Look how beautiful it is. Beautiful. We have the palm trees here as well. A little taste of Florida here at the Winter Garden. It's beautiful here. My name is Ricky. You can call me Ricky. Look how gorgeous this is. Alright, so I'm gonna take another picture here of right below the trees here, these beautiful palm trees. Let me do that real quick here. Okay. Meaning it's a little Florida here. And we have music here. Let me play. I'm gonna have to play my own here. Okay, and we are back to normal audio here. And hello, good evening, Coffee Mama, once again. Look how beautiful it is here in the Winter Garden. Okay, so this area here, the Winter Garden, was heavily damaged on 9/11 as the towers came in. A lot of the debris came raining down and crashing through the canopy roof here. They had to rebuild it pretty extensively here. Look how beautiful it is here. Happy Labor Day from the Winter Garden of Brookfield Place, formerly known as the World Financial Center. Okay, so let's go outside here. We do have the marina here. Okay, so we're gonna make our way outside right over here towards the marina, which is known as the North Cove here. This is one of the two marinas here. Okay, so let me switch over to the other camera so we can see it better. There you go. Look how beautiful it is here. This is the North Cove. This is one of the two marinas right along here. Okay, I'm gonna grab a picture here as well. I gotta take my pictures anytime I'm out here. Gotta take my pictures. All right. Let's take a look here. Some of the boats and the yachts here that got docked here. And right over here, that is Battery Park City. By the way, Battery Park City, that area, actually, the majority of the area here, including the Brookfield place here, the land here, this is all built on landfill, by the way. This is all landfill. That is landfill. That is debris that was dug up during the construction of the original World Trade Center site. All of the material was used to fill in this here to create what we see here as the World Financial Center or Brookfield Place and Battery Park City. So both of these areas are built on landfill. So this is all landfill here that we're walking on. This is not natural land. This is all landfill. Okay, we can see here some of the yachts. Look how big these yachts are. And thank you, Coffee. Make sure, if you guys haven't already done so, make sure to hit the like button. We have 44 of you here. And hello to Madison. Madison is asking about Curtis Sliwa. What do you think? Do you think Curtis Sliwa will win the mayor's race come November? We need to save the city of New York. Vote Curtis. We usually don't talk politics here, but most of the time, the city of New York, the voters here, they'll be voting Democratic. So, I mean, honestly, I do support Curtis Sliwa. I do support Curtis Sliwa. Curtis Sliwa is the founder of the Guardian Angels. I do support Curtis Sliwa and his politics, his policies. But unfortunately, you know, more than likely Zoran Mandani, he will be winning the mayor's race, considering he is the Democratic candidate for mayor this year. Curtis Sliwa, realistically, he has a long shot, since he is running on the Republican side. And right over there we can see Jersey City, beautiful Jersey City. That is downtown Jersey City. That is that is known as the, what is it, the financial center, what is it, the financial center, the financial district of the West, I believe that is what they call the Wall Street of the West, something like that. So that is the Exchange Place area, and we can see Newport as well. That is the Newport neighborhood of Jersey City right there. And we can also see just a bit of Hoboken there to the north of Jersey City. That is Hoboken, New Jersey. He is for no-kill shelters. Yeah, I am definitely in favor of no-kill shelters. New York City, we have a very overpopulated animal shelter system here, where unfortunately so many of the animals, they have to be euthanized in order to make room for more, which is very unethical. It is very inhumane. There's definitely better ways of you know, addressing the overpopulation of our pets here. And we do have Andrew Cuomo as well, the former governor. He's running for New York City mayor as well. He's running as an independent. Let us not forget him. He is also a candidate. So we have Zoran Mandani, we have Curtis Sliwa, we have Andrew Cuomo, and of course we have Eric Adams, who is running for re-election. So those are the four candidates, the four main candidates running for this year's mayoral race. And thank you, Madison. Thank you so much, Madison. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. I do my best to be a good man. I am not perfect, but I do my best. Actually, nobody's perfect. Let's just put it that way. And hello, Michael. We have Michael here, resting up for the holiday season. Yeah, you got to start early. You definitely have to start early for the holiday season. It's never too early to get started, to get a head start on your holiday season preparations and shopping and all of that stuff. You guys have been wonderful tonight, as you always are. So thank you all once again. And make sure to follow me on TikTok. I do post videos on my TikTok. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok if you haven't already done so. And we'll definitely be doing a lot of streams during the holiday season. Always our favorite time of the year. Okay, so we're gonna make our way back towards the Winter Garden here, right before we make our way back outside towards the World Trade Center here. Back to the World Trade. Am I on every night? No, I am not. Coffee. I'm on several times a week. So the next time I'll be on will be on Wednesday. Wednesday evening will be the next live stream. Not tomorrow, but Wednesday. And Peter is counting down. 87 days until Thanksgiving and 115 days until Christmas. Before you know it, those holidays will be here already. Those holidays will be here before you know it. And before that, before you know it, we're already in 2026. Which, by the way, they'll be debuting a new ball, a new crystal ball for the New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square. So I'll definitely be live for whenever they start doing the ball drop test. That'll be towards the later in December, towards the end of December. Another look here at the Winter Garden. Okay, so let's make our way back outside. And you're welcome, Coffee Mama. Once again, happy Labor Day to everyone. Happy Labor Day here in the United States. Happy Labor Day in Canada. As we unofficially close out the summer season for 2025. This is the unofficial end of summer. Although technically speaking, we still have a few weeks left of the season. And hello, Enzo. Nice to see you, Enzo. Hello to everyone in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Nice to see you here, my friend. Okay, so we are back here on West Street. Everything is good, Enzo. How are you, Enzo? One World Trade Center high above us. That is the tallest building in New York City and in the Western Hemisphere. And we are starting to see some clouds here. The clouds are moving in. It was clear earlier. Look how tall this building is. By the way, I do have video from the observatory up there on the World Trade Center. You guys can search for that in the channel. It was from 2 years ago. I did go up there, up on the observatory of One World Trade Center, One World Observatory. So if you guys want to check that out, see what it looks like from up there, I do have a video of that on the channel here from high above New York City. Okay, so here we are once again crossing West Street towards the World Trade Center site here. And we'll be back here again on the 11th. That is next Thursday, September the 11th, to commemorate and honor the anniversary and the victims of 9/11, September the 11th, 2001. We'll be back here next week. The tribute and lights, that will be lit up just about there where the camera is pointing. That is where the lights will be lit up. The tribute and lights will be lit up right behind where those trees are. Yes, Enzo, yes, I just mentioned that. I'll be live next week for 9/11. And I'll be planting a rose. I have a plan of planting a rose, 2 roses, one rose each for one of the towers, one of the 2 towers that collapsed. So when we come here next week, I'll be planting a rose here on the right beside the memorial pools here. And thank you, Coffee Mama. Thank you for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. The tributes are beautiful. Yeah, we'll definitely be seeing that next week. Always, the 9/11 anniversaries, they're always emotional. Regardless of how many years it's been since 9/11, every time you come here on the anniversaries, it always gets emotional. Whether you were personally affected by it or not, it is always an emotional time. Yes, Peter. Yeah, Peter and Matt. Yeah, my sister and my mom, they both share the same names. My sister, she's the one with the profile picture. And my mom is the one, she doesn't have a profile picture, so that's how you can tell who's who. Okay, beautiful sight here. Always beautiful. Always beautiful, always touching, always emotional to be here. Knowing that this is the exact location where so many people lost their lives on 9/11 on that morning. Okay, so the last stop here on the stream for tonight will be the transportation center, the Oculus. This is known as the Oculus. This is also the mall, the location of the mall here, which is operated by the Westfield Group. By the way, they're the same company that ran and operated the original World Trade Center mall that existed here prior to 9/11. And before we go inside, one more look here at One World Trade Center. Enzo, this place is beautiful, but has a sad story. Yeah, so much sad stories here, but also stories of, you know, heroism and, you know, so many heroes that day. 9/11 will always be remembered for the tragedy of it all, but, you know, let's not forget, you know, the good stories that also took place on 9/11. You know, the people who were rescuing others, you know, others that put themselves on the line to save others, you know, acts of heroism and selflessness. Countless stories that exist. And we can see the moon right there as well, behind the clouds. Look how beautiful. Okay, so let's check out the transportation hub here real quick. All right, so this is the Oculus here. This was designed by Santiago Calatrava, architect from Spain. Arquitecto de España. He's the guy responsible for designing this beautiful structure here. Look how beautiful it is here. Of course, we have the flags here. We have the colors here. That is all in preparation for next week's 9/11 anniversary. Look how beautiful it is. And we have the subway here as well. The one train, we have the one train here on the subway. We have the other lines running on the opposite end of the Oculus, as well as the PATH trains to New Jersey. They all run from here. So if you're heading to Jersey City, you would take your PATH train right here. It is the next stop over the Hudson River. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, so let me just grab a picture here of the Oculus. Okay, let me head back out. We're gonna end the stream. Let me see, I do feel like walking a little bit more. Why not? We can just walk a little bit more. I'll end the stream right before 10 o'clock. What time is it now? Okay, we can continue on for maybe another 15 minutes here. 10 or 15 minutes, why not? You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so let's just keep walking. I do like the air right now. It feels a bit hot inside. It's beautiful in there. Yeah, it's very beautiful.
What is it?
Okay, so we're just gonna continue walking here for maybe another 10 minutes. I just like the air right now. The air feels really good. So I'm just trying to get some air here. The breeze is really nice right now. For some reason, it feels pretty hot in there, so I just came back out, just get some air here. It's amazing, it's huge. It is very big inside. Look how big it is in there. It's a beautiful structure. And the Oculus is designed in a way that it allowed the sun's, the sun's natural light to come in and light up the whole thing here. Natural light. It is designed to let in natural light from the sun. This is the Millennium Hotel here. This Mercer Labs building, that is the that used to be the location of the old Century 21 department store. I believe Fega used to work there. This is to my mother. I believe Fega, this is where Fega, my mom's cousin, used to work here when the store existed, the Century 21 store. I believe it was this store here. So this is the location of the old Century 21 department store right here. Yeah, it was this store right here. Well, that when it used to be the Century 21 store. And this is One Liberty Plaza right here. This building right here. This big black building, that is One Liberty Plaza. And this is their current location. They still exist here, but they occupy a smaller footprint here than what they did back then during 9/11. So they're still here. It's just a smaller store now. Century 21. Look how massive One Liberty Plaza is. This is one big building. It's not the tallest building, but it certainly looks big as you look up. Look how big and menacing it looks. Okay, as we make our way back towards Broadway. Okay, so we're just gonna walk down towards the tip here of Lower Manhattan. I'll be ending the stream there, down towards the tip of Lower Manhattan, right next to the Staten Island ferry. I think I will be ending the stream there. Obviously, we have nowhere else to go besides that. That is the end point, the lower tip of Manhattan. So we're gonna walk down there, and I'll be ending the stream there. You guys have been wonderful tonight, as you guys always are. Thank you all once again for your support. Thank you for your time. It always means a lot to me. The support that I see here from you guys, it just keeps growing bigger and bigger. So I always gonna appreciate that more and more. Okay, and this is Zuccotti Park right over here. Zuccotti Park. Zuccotti Park, this is known as a gathering spot, especially on 9/11, the anniversary. This is a gathering spot for all of the family and friends of those people that were lost on 9/11. So this is usually where they gather here. And let us not to forget the victims from the World Trade Center bombing as well, from 1993. Their names are inscribed at the memorial here as well. So let's not forget those people as well. There were 6 victims, 6 people that were killed on the bombings there during the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. That was the first attack on the World Trade Center. That is when the terrorists planted truck bombs in the parking garage, the underground parking garage, as they tried to topple the buildings that way. So let's all remember those that were killed in 1993 as well as in 2001. And this right here, this is Trinity Church. Right over here, this is Trinity Church, which is also a cemetery, by the way. We can see some of the stones there. This is a cemetery as well as a church. Look at that. We have a cemetery in the middle of Manhattan here. Let me see if I can stick my gimbal in here. Right there, you guys can see all of the headstones here, the tombstones. Look at that. This is a cemetery here. Interesting find here. beautiful old Trinity Church. Okay, and let's walk down here towards the stock exchange. Since we are here, might as well walk here towards the New York Stock Exchange, right here on Wall Street. This is the heart of the financial district, the nerve of the world's finance. Okay, so there it is. That is the New York Stock Exchange right there. That is the largest stock exchange in the world by volume. And Coffee Mama says, thank you, Ricky, love your style. Thank you, Coffee Mama, thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Everyone has their different style of live streaming and how they conduct themselves, you know, during their streams. Thank you for appreciating mine. And over here we have Federal Hall with the statue of George Washington. Not sure if you guys can see it, but that is the statue of George Washington right there. Federal Hall, this is a location known for being, this is where the first, this is the official capital, the first capital of the United States used to be located right here in Federal Hall. It is under renovation right now as we speak. That is where George Washington was sworn in, and this is where the Bill of Rights was written, right here in Federal Hall. And we can see right here the New York Stock Exchange. It looks like Bed Bath & Beyond, they're sponsors of the stock exchange here. And thank you, Coffee Mama. Once again, if you guys haven't already done so, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel, just like Coffee Mama did. Thank you, Coffee Mama, once again for becoming a new subscriber. Lots of history here with the stock exchange, and we have Federal Hall right here as well. Lots of history in and around the area here, the financial district here. Oh, and the Fearless Girl statue. I just missed the Fearless Girl statue. She's right over here. Let's say hello to the Fearless Girl statue as she looks at the stock exchange building here. Let's say hello here to the Fearless Girl. There she is. The Fearless Girl, she is anti-capitalism. Right there. Hello. Fearless Girl, she is 4 foot tall. She's made out of bronze by Kristen Risball. Kristen Risball is the sculptor here. And she weighs 250 pounds. Let me shine my light on her here so we can see her better. Hello. Okay, so we're gonna wait till they're done with their picture so we can get the same perspective as the fearless girl statue as she stands tall and proud here in front of the stock exchange building. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture here. Let me see if I can I'm gonna have to put my gimbal down here for a second here. So give me a second, guys, so I can take a picture here of the fearless girl. I want to take a picture the way that she's looking at the stock exchange here. So let me just put this down here for a second. You guys might see me here for a minute as I take a picture here of the fearless girl. Let me take a picture here. Okay. That's not a bad picture. All right. Okay, so we have 44 of you here. Thank you all so much. Happy Labor Day. Hope everyone has had a fantastic Labor Day weekend, as well as Labor Day Monday here as we close out the summer season, the unofficial end of the summer season. As we head back out to Broadway here. And we can see Trinity Church there right ahead of us. Beautiful view of Trinity Church. Look how beautiful that view is. All right, so my next live stream will be on Wednesday. There will be no live stream tomorrow. The next live stream will be on Wednesday at about 6:30, about the same time that I started this live stream tonight. So make sure you guys tune in for the next live stream on Wednesday evening, 6:30, at about 6:30 Eastern time here. Okay, as we continue walking down here on Broadway. And from the Fearless Girl statue, we're going to visit the Charging Bull. The Charging Bull is the opposite of what the Fearless Girl statue is. Where the Fearless Girl statue, she is anti-capitalist. The Charging Bull is the opposite of that. Charging Bull represents strength. Strength and wealth. And greed. We could definitely add greed to that. And thank you, Coffee Mama. Thank you for joining, being part of this Redstorm Pro community. Welcome. It is nice to welcome you here. You guys have all been great. Thank you all once again. I love the support that I get from you guys. You guys are always on point. And hello to Frankie Guy. Good evening, Frankie Guy. And happy Labor Day. Madison says, let's hope Ricky becomes an assistant manager and covers the markets. I am far from an expert in the world of you know, stock trading and finances. That is definitely not my area. And happy first day of September. Yes, indeed. This is the first day of September. Labor Day happens to fall on the first day of September this year. Okay, so we're gonna walk towards the charging bull, and from there we'll just be ending the stream over by the Staten Island ferry terminal. That is the Whitehall terminal of the ferry, down at the lower tip of Manhattan. Okay, so here we are at the charging bull right over here. We always have folks taking pictures with it. That is no different here. I can see it already. The charging bull is very popular here in Lower Manhattan. So what we saw with the Fearless Girl, the charging bull, is the complete opposite. The charging bull is a badass. He is strong, he is wealthy, he is rich. He stands for capitalism. He's the face of might. And we can see the charging bull right here, as we have folks taking pictures with the charging bull. All right, so the charging bull weighs in at 7,000 pounds, 7,100 pounds, or 3,200 kilos. 11 feet tall and 16 feet long. It is the sculptor here is Arturo Di Monica. Arturo Di Monica. It's been here since 1989. And we can see the rear side of the charging bull. All right, so we have two symbols here. We have the charging bull and we have the Fearless Girl, both of them representing different ideologies. Okay, so let's look at the horns here. The face and the horns one more time. Yeah, when he's charging at you, you definitely don't want to stand in the way. Okay, so that is the charging bull. And right over here we have Bowling Green. This little park right here, this is Bowling Green. Bowling Green is the oldest public park in New York City. This park here dates back to the 1700s. 1733 to be exact. This is the oldest park in New York City. Bowling Green, although it is closed right now at the for the night. That is the oldest park in New York City, Bowling Green. Okay, I should take a picture here. I have not taken a picture of Bowling Green before. This will actually will be my first time taking a picture of this park. Let's see. Let me just grab a picture here real quick of Bowling Green. Okay, so we're going to continue our walk here towards the lower tip, the tip of Lower Manhattan, the southern tip of Lower Manhattan. And this museum, this is the National Museum of the American Indian, by the way. That is a free museum. I have been there before. So if you guys want to check it out, this is a free museum. This museum is operated by the Smithsonian. The Smithsonian Institute. There you go. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Alright, so the National Museum of the American Indian, right here. Right adjacent to Bowling Green. As we make our way down to the Staten Island Ferry Terminal, the Whitehall Terminal, and we'll be ending the stream there. Okay, oh, my sister is back. Asita's back. What did you miss? I don't know when you left. We did go, yeah, you did see Chinatown. I think that was the last thing that you saw. Might have been Chinatown. We went to the World Trade Center. So if you want to go back, you can go back there. We did go to the World Trade Center. Yeah, I think Little Italy and Chinatown. I think that's where that might have been the last thing you saw. But we did go to the World Trade Center and the memorial here. All right, let me cross the street here. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream here in a few minutes once I get to the Staten Island terminal, the ferry terminal here of the Staten Island Ferry. And that is where we'll be ending the stream here for tonight. And Coffee Mama, who's leaving? Is it Coffee Mama or Peter who's leaving? Okay, Coffee Mama. Thank you, Coffee Mama. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome. Thank you once again. I'll see you in my next stream, hopefully. Take care and may you have a good night. And thank you, Madison, as well. May you have a good night. And thank you. Thank you once again. Okay, so we are going to end the stream here as it is already 10 o'clock. Perfect time to end the stream here right in front of the Staten Island ferry terminal. The subway is also right here as well, so I'll be taking the subway from here. This is Water Street over here. We can hear the horns from one of the ferry boats. And have a good night. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. Sleep good, sleep well. Okay, yeah, so my mom and my sister are both in the chat now. As you guys can see that there. My sister is the one with the picture there. Alright, so we're gonna make our way inside of the Whitehall ferry terminal here, so you guys can see what it looks like inside, and then I'll be ending the stream there. And I am getting hungry, so I definitely need to get home. I am getting hungry. The Staten Island ferry, by the way, is free. If you guys want to take the ferry, it is free. If you're going to go to Staten Island and come back, it's about half hour each way. Okay, so we are not taking the ferry. I'm just gonna show you what the building here looks like inside. Alright, so the next ferry I believe is at 10:30. It is every half hour. It is 10:05 right now. Alright, so this is what the Whitehall ferry terminal looks like on the Manhattan side. As you head on to Staten Island over to the Richmond area there. Or the St. George terminal of Staten Island on the Staten Island side. Okay, so thank you all once again. I'll be ending the stream here inside of Whitehall Terminal. Alright, so thank you all once again, folks. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure to like the channel, make sure to like the stream, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. You guys have been wonderful tonight. Thank you all. Thank you all once again for your time. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for your wonderful words, wonderful thoughts, wonderful comments. It all means a lot to me. Let's keep the positivity going. Let's keep the momentum going. God bless you all. I will see you guys on my next stream. That will be on Wednesday night. So make sure you guys tune in for the next stream on Wednesday night at around 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So once again, good night here from the Staten Island Ferry, Whitehall Terminal in Lower Manhattan, at the tip of Manhattan. So thank you all once again. Take care and have a good night. I'll see you all on Wednesday. Take care, everybody. Let me just put this up here real quick. Where is it? Right there. So thank you all once again. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. God bless you all. Have a good night. Take care. And happy Labor Day.